Last fall, Iowa's Polk County District Court ruled that officials there could be sued for failing to prevent nitrate contamination of the Raccoon River from agricultural runoff. The district court ruling has been appealed to the Iowa Supreme Court, and the decision could impact ag in other places too. UNL Extension Water and Agricultural Law Specialist Dave Aiken joined me to discuss it and fill us in on what this lawsuit is all about.
Well, this is actually the second time that this issue has kind of come up. The Raccoon River is the source of water for the Des Moines Waterworks. And a few years ago, the Des Moines Waterworks actually sued drainage districts in Iowa, saying that the water coming out of the drainage districts was contaminated with nitrates and fouled the city's water supply. So that went to court, and the Iowa Supreme Court ruled in 2017 that the drainage districts could not be sued. So this is kind of a follow-up lawsuit to that.
And what are the details on this current lawsuit?
Okay, there's two basically clean water groups, one based in Iowa, one based in Washington, D.C., who have brought this lawsuit, and they're suing a handful of state agency heads in Iowa, saying that they have a so-called public trust responsibility to protect the quality of the Raccoon River for drinking water purposes from ag pollution. And so that's the issue that is in the courts right now.
So go into that a little bit more. What happened there?
Well, basically the idea is that even though the state agencies don't have direct statutory responsibility or administrative funding to keep nitrates out of the river, they have this public trust responsibility to do so anyway. And so they're asking the courts to come in and say, yes, agencies, you have to do this, so reorder your priorities, whatever you have to do, but you have to, one of the things that goes to the top of your list is getting this water cleaned up.
So yeah, break down for us what that means.
Well, there would be, you could spend millions and millions of dollars with buffer strips, regulatory programs to monitor manure application and fertilizer application and this type of thing. And there are only a handful of states that do this at a regulatory level. It's not mandatory under the Federal Clean Water Act, and so it's been a state option, and not many states have gone that route as of yet, and Iowa has not.
And from what I understand, essentially the plaintiffs want the courts to tell these agencies to clean up the Raccoon River, whether the legislature authorizes them to or not. Is that going to happen?
Well, I mean, it seems like a real stretch, but this public trust doctrine goes back well over 100 years in American legal jurisprudence. And in the eastern states, there have been decisions that say states have this kind of responsibility. So it will be very interesting to see what the Iowa Supreme Court says.
Yeah, so when do you think that'll happen?
Well, I would expect a ruling from them probably sometime next summer or next fall.
And then after that?
Well, if they say, yes, the state has this responsibility, then there would be a trial set up either late 2020 or 2021.
So it seems like if this goes to trial, that could have some far-reaching impacts, yes?
Oh, the ag groups and producers will be watching this very closely, because this is one of those things that if it goes against ag, there are going to be copycats all over the place.